So hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I was able to get my first 1000 subscribers. So guys, let's get right into the video. So I have some things written down here just so I do not forget what exactly I am going to be talking about today. So I'm just going to bring that up. I have 5 tips to share on how I was able to grow my YouTube channel from 0 to 1,000 plus subscribers in just 3 months. And for some persons, like I said in my last video, 3 months can be like a very long time to just gather up 1,000 subscribers, but it is a really big deal for me because I've been wanting to be on YouTube for a very long time. And for me to move from procrastinating, waiting for me to get the right tools, the right equipment, and just like moving from being in a self-sabotaging stage to actually starting to make content and actually growing that content to having 1,000 plus subscribers is a really big deal for me. So if that sounds like something you would like to learn, then let's get right into it. So the first thing I wrote here is knowing your audience. And what I mean by knowing your audience is basically like having a niche. Knowing your audience for me means having a niche. So I'm going to use this channel right here as an example while I explain this point. When I started my YouTube channel, I started on this channel. I was posting beauty content, fashion content, sewing tutorials, and I was just posting. I did not have a particular audience I was speaking to. It was like I was speaking to everybody all at once, and that is something that was not right, and I saw that it was not growing. I started making research on how to grow my audience, how to grow my channel, and also while I was making that research, I went back to my channel and like I started to review my other videos I had on the channel, and I noticed that my sewing videos were doing really well, but as much as my sewing videos were doing well, I was not gathering up the subscribers. So I decided to just stop posting totally, and I created a new channel where I post sewing content only. So that is me niching down, that is me identifying my audience, knowing that my audience are into sewing content. So I started putting out sewing content, and that was what helped me to grow my channel to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're starting out, please make sure you know your audience, know the niche you're trying to get into. Is it a beauty are you trying to go into the beauty industry, the fashion industry? Sewing fashion can also be fashion design related. So are you trying to start posting sewing tutorials? Are you trying to start a cooking channel? Know where you're going to. I see a lot of people creating content and they're just posting different things all at once, and for me that is like confusing your audience, because some persons might come to your channel and see your content, they might love a particular content, but they do not see other contents that are relatable to that content they saw and they love. So most persons will not subscribe to your channel. So that is my first tip, knowing your audience. So the second tip I have here is posting consistently. And yes, you have to post consistently. This is something a lot of YouTubers will tell you to do, and it is actually true. You need to post consistently if you want to grow your channel. And posting consistently may be different for everybody. Like me, I am a student and I'm also working. So for me, posting consistently can be very hard, but I try as much as possible to be consistent once in a while, because when I noticed the growth when I was posting consistently was in December, and back in December school wasn't in session, so I had a lot of time on my hands to create a lot of content. So I was able to post consistently during that period, and that was what helped my channel to grow. So you might want to start by posting at least once a week or twice a week if you can. Most persons post up to 3 times a week, but you have to do this at your own pace. So when you're starting out, you do not burn out and you do not just give up. So try posting at least once a week or twice a week. So let's get right into the next tip, and that is quality over quantity. So what I mean by quality over quantity is, most times we want to, because when I said consistency, most of us we want to just start putting out content. We want to be consistent as much as possible. But something you have to understand is you are not just trying to put out a lot of content consistently. If you're putting out a lot of content consistently and you're putting out trash, best believe they are not going to subscribe to your channel. So what you have to do is put out quality content. And what I mean by this is things that are valuable to your audience. What is valuable to your audience in that particular niche So make sure you're trying as much as possible to put out quality content. Do your research if you need to, and put out quality content instead of just putting out 3 to 4 videos a week, and out of those 3 to 4 videos a week, only one makes sense. So please, that is my tip. Make sure you're putting out quality content, because I'm going to also bring in my channel to this, because I'm using my channel of how I was able to grow my channel as an example. So I was able to understand that I was putting out any content on this channel. Anything I thought of, I would just try to experiment and put it out. But some of the things I was posting was not adding any value to people right at the start. So I just thought about it and I started putting out educational content, sewing content on the other channel, and it was growing. And I saw that people were actually engaging. When you're putting out quality content, you see that your audience will start engaging with you and you get feedbacks on what you are doing. So that is one way that I was able to grow my channel from 0 subscribers to 1,000 subscribers. So the next tip I have here is starting with what you have. And this is something that has held me back for a very long time. When I started my YouTube channel, I was doing research on how to start a YouTube channel, the tools and equipment that I need to start a YouTube channel. And most persons would say you need just your phone and a little light, but I do not know what was wrong with me, because I was always trying to get the right phone, because at the time the particular phone I was using did not give me the kind of quality that I needed. I was not actually trying to get a camera to start my YouTube channel, but I wanted a phone that I could actually shoot a nice quality video on, and my phone was not that kind of phone. So I would procrastinate and I would try to save up to get a better phone. Even when I got a better phone, I felt like that was not good enough, and I waited. I wanted a tripod. I got a tripod and I felt like that one was not good enough till I got a new tripod, and that tripod was better, but I still had something else, another excuse. I needed this, I needed that. I had to wait. I was not comfortable. I was not confident on camera. There was just a lot of things going on. But this year I just said, to hell with all that negativity. We are starting this and we are going to grow with it. And I was able to gather a few things, and the things that I have, I wasn't even using it at the point, and I just said, to hell with it, I'm just going to start using my channel as an example. My sewing channel, when I make content, before I started making content, I was feeling like I do not want to have a cutting table, so how am I going to create content? But I started cutting on the floor. Like, I would make some of my videos. If you check out some of my videos on the other channel, you see that I was actually drafting patterns on the floor. I was actually cutting my fabrics on the floor. I still do that because I don't have a table yet, but I am starting with what I have. If I say I want to wait till I get a table, because I'm in school and the table I have that I could work with is at home in my family house. So if I start waiting that I want to go home first to start making content, or I will just start procrastinating, and you will see that I won't be able to make any content. So what I did, I thought of another idea of, instead of just making content on the floor, I put out fabrics on the floor and I would draft my pattern or cut my fabric on the floor. So it was either doing that or not doing it at all. So that was another way of me starting with what I had. I looked around and said, what could I do with the things that I have? So I just started working with that, and I was able to grow from zero subscribers to 1,000 subscribers. So please, let us try as much as possible to start with what we have. And I'm speaking from experience, because I waited for how many years, just because I was feeling like the tools I had were not good enough, the skill set I have was not good enough, that I am starting with what I have and what I feel I know. So we're just going to grow with that. So my last and final tip is answering questions. So when you start growing and you start delivering quality over quantity, when you start giving out quality in your content, you see that your audience will start asking questions. They'll start giving you feedback. They'll start asking you questions on the related niche you're in. They'll start asking you questions, and this is the time you reply. I know when you start growing more and more, you won't really have the time to answer every single answer every single question as much as you would like, but try as much as possible to answer your audience when they ask questions. Sometimes you can even use the questions they ask to create content to answer those questions, to create content to give solutions to the problem they might be facing. So try as much as possible to answer your audience. When you answer their questions, their curiosities, you are able to relate more with them, and from that way you can build a community. So it's better you start small and build it all the way up. I am not yet monetized. I am not yet a big YouTuber, but I'm just sharing with you the things that worked for me to be able to build my channel from 0 subscribers to 1,000 subscribers in the space of 3 months. So I hope you got a little insight and you got a little value from this video. If you enjoyed watching this video and you saw this video, you found this video really helpful, please do not forget to like this video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.